guys, Cody Southeast Softwash. We're getting into March 2025. That's pretty crazy. It's already March. So tomorrow will be Monday. Today's Sunday. And we just got back from a little beach trip. Came up here to get something and noticed the guy said went ahead and finished this trailer last week as well as a few more skids. But I wanted to get you guys some footage of this, another Stryker trailer, a very nice one. And we'll do a quick walk around here. I'm by myself. There's nobody else in the building making racket while I'm trying to film. So let's walk around this thing and let you guys take a quick look at her. This is quickly becoming my favorite platform. It's a 5x10 tandem axle with brakes. And just like all of our other trailers, this is going to be square tubing all the way around. You guys probably know that if you follow the channel. If we take a look over here on the side, we've got a surface cleaner rack. So we can add a ladder rack to this. But if you want to save a little money and you don't need a ladder rack, you can still have a place to put your surface cleaner, and this worked out really good. So this is 1-inch square tubing. We create this little mount here on the side, and this is still within the wheel well of the trailer, so that's nice. It's not sticking out, protruding out for, you know, safety reasons on the road. And this is all Raptor lined as well, so that's sitting in there pretty rock solid. It's similar to the design of our 6x12. And it's a very nice way to put the surface cleaner up and haul it down the road, up and out of the way. I also like this because if you got to change your tips out, and this is kind of one of the things that dudes forget to do, is to maintain their surface cleaner by cleaning and swapping these tips out as they get worn out. But this is a good place to put it, and you can work on it. You can put your socket wrench right here, pull these tips, work on the bar, change the bar if you need to, change the spray skirt out. But generally what I like to do is at the end of every job, I like to wash that thing off, whether it's a metal one or the classic 20-inch plastic ones, whatever flavor that you have. So I always put my surface cleaner up and then I'll hose everything off with fresh water. Usually I'll do that as I'm rinsing out my pumping system and kind of kill two birds with one stone there. This one does have an 8 gallon a minute, and that's plumbed here into the 200-gallon water tank. And that water tank is also feeding our Softwash system, of course. So we got our Honda GX right here, belt drive on this particular one. Got the nice fuel cell. And guys, this is, you know, picture the trucks here, and I'm at the fuel island at the gas station. I can reach right over here and top that off, and that's a great big fuel tank. It'll run that all day long, and it's got a nice sight gauge up there on top so you can check your levels as well. Take a walk around the back side here. We've got the chop down tailgate. That's a custom thing we do. You can keep the full tailgate, but I like the chopped off version here. It gets rid of that, and it gets you a lot more access here to the back to these soap tanks, a specialty chem tank, bleach tank right here, and the bleach tank is sitting in its stainless steel enclosure. You probably can't really see that down there. But yeah, it's sitting down inside of its little housing, so yay for that. It's just a clean install, easy to get to, easy to top off your tanks. Coming around here on the side, we've got our feed hose reel here. Now, we use 18-inch reels on this build, mostly just because it looks right. So if we put 12-inch reels or a combination of the two, we can do that, but we try to just use 18s because the layout falls symmetrically on the trailer, and you don't have a big goofy opening here. And you've still got places to put other things with the 18-inch reels. We've still got these gaps between them, which fall out perfectly for a SmartStream add-on, which he's got here. This customer is going to have a SmartStream capability on his downstream injector. Of course, there's his pressure washing reel, and he's got downstreamer right here. We like to put our downstream injectors right here, whether it's on a skid or a trailer, because it's easy to get to. It can't get much easier than that. Walk up to it. It's on quick disconnects. You can take that thing off, clean it out, change it out, whatever you want to do. Downstream injectors are kind of notorious for needing maintenance. Good news is it's never much maintenance, but you do need to be able to get to it. You don't want it buried up into the rig somewhere. And then he's got a specialty toggle here, and he can toggle between two different chems. So point it over to the red, he's going to be downstreaming out of the bleach tank for normal house washing stuff. If he pivots that over to the green side, it'll start sucking out of this tank right here. You'll notice color coded, so he knows he can backtrack his hoses and see that, okay, it's this hose right here. We've just got some dye in there right now, so we can visually test that everything is pulling. When the guys build a rig, we always do a video test, and that dye helps us to be able to see everything. So feed reel intaking water into the trailer. Then he's got his splitter right here, which lets him direct that water where he wants it to go. Most of the time, it's just going to be filling up the big water tank right there. That's an incoming line right there, and it's going to be connected to a Hudson float valve, of course, for automatic shut off on his feed system. Very clean, very nice. Of course, he's got his Softwash system here on the front corner, and this one's going to be operating the big boy, the Super Pump Sweet 16, and this is a speed control version. And he's got his blend capabilities right here, batch buster manifold, and a turbo rinse leg, guys. So if you don't know what this is, the Super Pump runs, this is the highest flowing metering system on the market. Pretty proud of that. But the Super Pump, when you're just on one valve, actually in this configuration, water, right, blue, water is the only valve that's on. Well, it'll run fine like that, but if you want some extra rinsing capability, we've got him a straight line here to the water tank. That's just a banjo on and off, not a metering valve. Metering valve has to be restrictive to do its job. So it has to be able to restrict flow and meter that flow correctly so that you can get your proper ratios. Well, the Super Pump, it wants a little bit more flow when you're going to use the pump for just a rinsing process. So all he's got to do is come over here and kill everything on the blend manifold, off, 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 and then this would be off. He'll open that up, and now he's just pulling off of this, which is going straight back to the water tank. No restriction, straight 1-inch feed, plenty of rinsing power. And you know, if you're new to that and you don't understand it, it's pretty straightforward. You just would want to make sure you kill that if you're blending and cleaning. You don't want to have that one open because you'll screw up your ratios a little bit, but it's a nice feature. Got our aluminum stand there that is sitting on. 3/4 inch hose reel internals, 3/4 inch red gun all the way out. And then up here on the front, he's got his box up here, and that's going to be housing his lithium batteries, his circuit breaker, a little bit of storage in here, as well as his charging system right there, the NOCO. We really like those. We use Dakota or we use Epic. Epic is a pretty good brand. I like the Epic batteries. I like the way they look. Dakota's a little bit of a bigger company, but sometimes Epic they have trouble keeping stuff in stock. I guess they're just really popular. So depending on availability, we'll go with one of these two, but we don't use any cheap batteries from Amazon. You go to Amazon, you can find lithium batteries. I don't trust them. It's got to be a good name brand, good quality. And both of those, I think the Dakotas have a 10-year warranty and the Epics have an 11-year warranty, or it could be vice versa. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But you want to make sure you use a good, high-quality battery system for your soft washing. You can use regular AGM batteries, but you're not going to have as much runtime. I always recommend to just spend a little bit more, grab the lithiums, guys. This is another beautiful Stryker trailer completed, and be headed out the door probably next week. And the guys look like they got another Gen 2 completed over there last week, and a few minis over here. So another good roll on the production week here at Southeast Softwash. Check out the links down below if you guys need some equipment, some parts, some chems. We got it. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. We'll see you in the next video.